Good morning. Today is the 12th of February 2023. I'm actually starting this one off with a bit of good news. Uh, I didn't get good sleep last night, for what it's worth, but I'm walking a lot better. Good news on the walking part, a little bit weird news on the sleeping part. I don't get it. I was tossing and turning, but I was exhausted yesterday. You know what I mean? So there I am trying to watch some show. I'm actually watching The Mentalist right now. And so I tried to get into that, but I'm too drowsy to really be paying attention to it. And I thought, okay, that means you need to sleep. So I put on, my ambiance shows, which I need background noise for sleeping. So I threw on something, and I couldn't sleep. But I was too tired to. I was too tired to take in the show, but I was it's a thing. I don't know. It's either it's part of the condition or it's just like I got a lot on my mind. I don't know. That said, I woke up this morning. Cutting to the chase, I probably got about 4 to 5 hours, but it probably was intense sleep because by the time I finally drifted and passed out, uh, I did. Sorry. By the time I finally fell asleep, I did, but then I waking up and it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So the good news is, for whatever reason, if you remember my banging on for the last couple of days, I was actually getting some decent sleep over the past that 2 days ago and the following day, but I had the hip limp, as it were. Today, no limp. Turns out it's actually a good thing. I've been obviously, while my leg was incapacitated, I was holding off on some errands I need to do, but I don't have to do. I will do them now that I'm in better shape. So I will have I've got some things on the agenda for what it's worth. You know that the house is being sold, or maybe you don't know that, but yes, the house is being sold, and I, of course, as the caretaker, it's up to me to get it prepared for the inspections and the whole process that all entails. And I did have a little bit of time. The people are giving me enough heads up that I can do it basically when I can do it. And today is a can do day. I've got obviously some other errands to run out on in the brave new world. That's not that new. I'm sorry. Outdoors. But the good news on that is it's not too cold of a day. Celsius. I think they're calling for -1, possibly 1 as a high. I'll take it. It means I might not need to wear a hat when I'm out and about. We'll see. Yeah, like as you can tell, my mood is certainly in better shape since my body is in better shape. So that's always uh, two thumbs up. Sorry, I'm doing the thumbs up. I guess I'm just in that good of a mood. When I'm having a good day, when my body is, I almost feel I almost feel like I did before the injury, almost, except that I'm blind in one eye, or better, I've doubled vision in one eye. Okay, I'll keep it real. That, on the other hand, the eye, since this is a health update, the eye is. I'm not 100% sure if it's getting better or not. It's certainly not binocular vision yet, as far as I was watching something on the computer yesterday, which is how I get my shows. I don't watch television. I've got two, but I don't watch it. It's all the computer or my phone. So I'm watching it, and yeah, it's still it still is, everything seems extended letterbox is about the only way I can really say it, unless I'm wearing a cloth or something. I told you I can't necessarily wear my patch when I am watching something on the computer because you end up grinding it into the pillow and it's a whole trauma on that side. Excuse me one second. So, yeah, so I did notice yesterday, and this is maybe one of the reasons. Well, I was going to say it's one of the reasons I wasn't picking up on the show. Probably not, because if you think of it, I'm, no, it actually is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's such a good day that I don't know what I'm talking about. When I'm watching something on, and I think I've already mentioned this before, but it's still a thing. So I'm documenting my progression. It's when I say extended letterbox, what I mean is I can see in pretty crisp both the right and the left edges of the view. I forget what it's called right now. You know what you watch your movies on, but it's at the middle where the overlapping comes into play. But it's actually an extended. It's more like they're not side. If this is a person in the middle of a screen, it'll be like this. There's two of them, but then it fades in and out. Trust me, it's one hell of a way to try to get into a show because it's like, is that two people? Is he twins? Like I said, I'm watching the Mentalist, so Simon Baker. Is he a twin? That kind of thing. So yeah, it gets a little bit not. It's not a confusing thing because obviously you can pick up what's going on, but it is a disturbance of perception thing. I don't know how else to put it. It's a thing on its own, and it makes viewing. Sorry, it makes viewing a little bit more challenging than usual. But if I'm really into a show, I will throw on a piece of cloth, which seems to work, a hand towel kind of thing. Throw that over the eye. Now, I don't have the binocular, but actually, when you're watching a show on your computer, you don't necessarily need depth perception. The show is in 2D and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I'm obviously doing better, but for strange, to me, reasons, because I didn't get the best of sleep. That said, it certainly, as you can tell, it's picked up my spirits, and I'm very, believe it or not, I'm looking forward to doing my errands. When I can do, I like to do. I guess the final thing I'll say, and this one is sort of, I kind of don't get it. I'm now back into the low 140s, probably between 140 and 142. I scaled myself today, and yeah, 141. But with I did have coffees and stuff like that. I did have a late night snack, as it were. I eat when I'm hungry. I think you guys know that. So that kind of threw me off in that. Okay. Like again, I sometimes forget to force myself to eat, and for me, weight loss can happen that quick. So, anyways, that's it for today. A bit of a health update, as it were, letting you guys know that I've got some energy to do the errands I gotta do, and that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. I think I will.